Hey Leo, welcome to your bonus reading. Let's see what's going on for you. For those of you that are new, welcome. This channel is an energy channel. Apparently Spirit has a lot to say to you today. And so sometimes what Spirit shows me may not ring as traditional. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Roles can be reversed. This could be the third-party storyline, right? If you would like a personal reading directed towards your situation, that link is down below, or you can find it at mindsetunicorn.me as well. If you would like to see the extended, I do have a Patreon program that is donation-based, or you can do just a one-off purchase, okay? Some people do not want to get tied in to Patreon. So, very interesting. It feels almost like Spirit did not want to use this deck for you. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We're just going to get right to it. And thank you to those of you that are continuing to support the channel. All right. You're really passionate about some sort of a new start. Okay. What you don't see is that means letting go of the control of how you get there. And you might be getting a lot of messages through music about this. Messages that are coming through, really showcasing to you, giving you this insight to your heart. And what you're blossoming into, your higher self, is like, I've got this, right? Like, I'm bringing this down to you. There's nothing that you need to do. Go forth and be successful. But you're stuck in this energy. And maybe for some of you, you're just stuck because of the winter, right? I know it's not winter everywhere, but maybe you're just stuck because of the season of your life. And you're like, what the what here, Spirit, right? Now, Spirit gave you a lot of these energies, even though I almost felt like they didn't want to use this deck. And it's funny because, again, on the bottom is winter. So they are saying you are stuck in a season in nothingness, okay? So you feel like you haven't been able to release this and gain the abundance that you have wanted. It has felt like it's out of reach. It has felt like it is just off the beaten path for you. And the problem here is that you're so focused on this one item that there's this missing component that you feel, that you are like, where is it? When is it coming? And they're, again, showing me this divine timing. And if we think about this clock and we think about the wheel and we think about it in shamanic terms, okay, what it's pointing me to here is the idea of the south. And the south energy is where we shed and we rest and we recover. And I kind of feel like that is what sort of going on for you right now. Okay. So let's take a deeper look here. Okay. Spirit's like, let's move these to the sides. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 5 of Swords on the bottom. And again, they wanted to almost like hide that King of Swords. Like you feel like this movement forward is hidden from you. All right. So we have the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. They're giving you another couple weeks of really looking at the past and figuring this out for yourself. And then I think things are going to shift, okay? And things are going to blossom, and you're going to feel a little bit more of a stability within yourself. Okay, we've got the Seven of Cups crossed by the Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. So for some of you, you don't necessarily want to let go in some aspect because it's so familiar to you, because the idea of what you're wanting in your head does not match the idea of what you want in your heart. And that really resonates with the reading that I did yesterday that will be on the monthly readings. I don't know if it came out yet. It might have come out at the end of last week, or it's going to come out this week. I think it's going to come out. Okay, I think it's going to come out. Let me double check here. Fire signs on the 28th over on the Oracle of the Celestial. Your fire sign reading for the month will be there. This kind of resonates with that a little bit, is what Spirit's showing me. We've got the Seven of Swords, Judgment in reverse, and there you are, King of Wands. Okay, so there's this aspect of, it's almost like secretly you don't even want to choose. It's like, universe, choose for me. Okay, because there's some aspect of this that you just seem bothered by it. Okay, so the Hangman. Thank you. The Fool. You're kind of stuck in the middle, right? Like you're not here, you're not there. And in some ways, you're happy about that. But that happiness, I feel like, runs out when you start feeling stretched between two worlds. Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the Five of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Again, you don't want to mess up the past by moving into the future. But you keep feeling this action to move into the future because that's where your soul is searching for. That's what you desire. And that's where the wheel is turning towards. King of Pentacles, the Six of Shells, the Six of Cups. This is very much person, place, or thing. Something that brings you joy, that hits your heart in that beautiful, sentimental way that just aligns to who you are in so many ways. Seven of Cups crossed by the Four of Wands. This is a choice, an awakening. And there's a part of this, as it's still hidden, where your ego almost feels like being rambunctious, is what Spirit's showing me, right? It's a form of protecting your heart, is what they say. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Five of Shaman. Okay, so as you shed, as you release, as you rest and recover, divine wisdom will come your way. And you will see what's coming up on the horizon. But the way it's coming forward is as if you cannot see it until you are released fully, because you'll never get to the other side. The Fool. Okay, Two of Shells in reverse. Again, this is head against heart for you, where you're kind of stuck. You're stuck in the old heart space and your head gets it. But that's where the struggle kind of comes in, into letting yourself move forward and go ahead. Seven of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Cups in reverse. Whatever makes your heart chakra start to feel better. For some of you, this is what made you realize that you weren't feeling clarity about your stability. That's what you're placing on hold. Again, they're showing me that this secret, right, at the heart of everything is this new energy of this Ace of Pentacles. And it does come with some storms. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you bring along that heartache with you, then you spend so much more time staring at the wish than going for it. Okay. Judgment. 8 of crystals. You feel like you can't make, because this judgment is in reverse again, you can't make progress because you've hit a wall. Yes, you've hit a wall. Okay. Spirit's trying to get you to move on. You're struggling through this. Okay. The King of Wands. Justice. You're waiting for that truth and clarity, right? It's right there, but you keep saying you cannot see it because you're super hyper focused on one thing. The underlying is that this will bring a change, I feel like, whether you are ready for it or not. There are just certain times in our life where things show up no matter whether we're worrying about it or not, no matter whether we are ready for it or not. And this feels from Spirit like that's one of them. Let's see what kind of advice that Spirit wants to give you here. Okay, 8 of Fire, the Star, and the Ace of Cups. This is definitely something that mirrors your heart. Okay, again, person, place, or thing. But again, you're holding back that creativity. You're stuck in winter, not letting your fire get free. Okay. Well, there's this wish. Again, they're showing me, right, the 3 moons from the very beginning that you keep trying to release, but you keep finding yourself stuck looking at this moon in the reflection and not realizing what the emotional connectivity is here. 10 of Tides, King of Tides, 8 of Tides. That's where all that emotionality is. Like, you can absolutely love something and not be able to love it up close and personal, not be able to have that in your life. And what does that create? It creates grief, right? And grief is not easy to process. And sometimes things leave our lives unexpectedly. There's no closure. Sometimes you can't have closure. But you can't hold all of yourself in a pattern because you'll run out of gas. Okay? Eventually, the airplane has to land. And they're showing me, so I have a beautiful friend from high school who, her husband was a year older than us, and they fell in love. And unbeknownst to all of us, he graduated and we were going into our senior year. And in between our junior year and our senior year, they got married. They were divine lovers. They were definitely meant to be that soulmate energy forever and ever. And this last year, he unexpectedly passed. And it has taken a lot of months of just pure grief. And she's starting to create again. Okay. And I do feel like whatever this grief is for you, you will start to create again. Okay. Yeah, you just don't know how. Start with your fire. Start with something that just makes you happy, that brings you joy, and see where it brings you. Because the speed picks up, and that does open up your heart. And somebody needed to hear that. Okay, let's take a little look-see from the Cosmic Insights. See what they want to pull out. Thank you. Yeah, I do think that this last Mercury retrograde, you kind of felt out of sorts. You may have missed messages. You may have not responded to messages. You may have not known what to say. You may have had to completely buy a new phone, they're showing me, right? And you felt kind of lost because you couldn't make a choice from your heart, and that plagued you. Underlying here for some of you, this is part of a divorce process, okay? Not for everyone. Or a breakup, okay? Leaving behind a job is something, one of those big ones that causes us trauma sometimes, right? Yeah, but this is going to bring together that which is meant to be. The Galactic card is what's been broken apart is for the future, coming back around, okay? I do feel that the tricky part has been that there's a lot of options that you've had to kind of finagle through here. Maybe a lot of signing ink over Capricorn season, okay? But again, they're bringing me back to what we started with, the fortnight. There's a couple of weeks here where you're really being asked to look at the past. Maybe you're just being asked to look at Capricorn season. And what was it that got stuck in the retrograde that you didn't manage so that you can move forward, okay? And then let that wheel turn. Jupiter's energy here. You might be confused, but letting the wheel turn will give you some hope. And some harvest is landing for you. For some of you, yes, your feminine healing, which is your heart, male or female, does not matter, will not fully land until autumn. That is a delay based on the way the wheel turns. Comparably, they're showing me in your chart, okay? So I'm going to leave it here and move to that extended. If you would like to follow me, that link will be down below. As well, you can find links at mindsetunicorn.me. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and help others to find the messages. All right? Much love. Bye.